I'm Mike. As you can see, it's a beautiful day out here, and it has been for the last few weeks. And you know, my channel up till now has been a lot of talk about the different tips and tricks that you can use, but I've never talked about the things that bug me about dementia. This is the stuff that really goes on if you're living with dementia, and some of you may relate, and some of you may have a person that is living with dementia, and this is what's going on with them. Sometimes I can't think of a word. I do a lot of public speaking, and sometimes I can't think of the word. Sometimes I'll substitute the word for lawnmower or vacuum or peanut butter or some of the normal stuff that everybody uses in everyday life. And sometimes I can't think of the names of familiar people, people that I've known almost all my life. I look at them and I wonder, who the heck is that? What's the relationship to me? Is it a cousin, an uncle, someone I know from the Alzheimer's Society? Is it someone that maybe has seen my videos? I don't know. I'm unable to participate in small talk. You know, in parties and get-togethers, and you're milling around and you know, they're talking about sports or baseball or their last vacation. I'm lost when it comes to small talk. Give me a topic and I'm okay. I can just zoom right along, but small talk is sometimes really difficult, really evasive. That's why you sometimes see people with dementia that just sit there in a chair silently, kind of like a house plant. I don't want to be a house plant, and I'm working on my small talk, but it takes practice, practice, and practice. It used to be natural, but now it's work. You know, the big one for me is sometimes I miss the point or I misunderstand a conversation or an email. This one's big for me. I'll be in a conversation and I'll be participating and I'll be on a completely wrong track. One guy said, "What are you, nuts?" When I answered an email to him, you know, it was because I completely misunderstood what he was saying in the email. I answered something completely different, you know. He's talking about the color of socks, and I'm talking about how much it snowed last week. I mean, it's dementia, you know. My brain is now being rewired by the disease of dementia and Alzheimer's. There's nothing I can do about it. It's inevitable, but thank God it's not getting too much worse. The other one is missing details or information. They used to call that Mike has a problem with attention to detail. Well, now it's getting worse. You know, if I'm putting together something from IKEA, I have to go over the instructions time after time after time to get it right. Even when it comes to making videos, I have to watch tutorials on, I use DaVinci Resolve, and I have to watch tutorials on it constantly because I'll forget how to do one function or another. You know, I used to know it like really well, and all of a sudden, whoop, that's gone. You know, thank God I don't drive. Fatigue is a big one. You know, I'll have a 2-hour nap in the middle of the day. And it's, you know, a lot of it has to do with my sleep. And I have horrible dreams. I'll wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat. I mean, the dreams, they make no sense at all. They're not like Disneyland or, you know, I'm floating in a sea of whipped cream and there's unicorns and sparkles. No, these things are terrifying. And I wake up and go, oh God, you know, thank God it's not real, you know. But in the day, I'm pooped, you know. My dreams are a lot more active than I am during the day, and I get quite a workout, and I get tired. So, you know, like I have a nap during the day, and sometimes I'm too tired to participate in activities. You know, I just don't have it. I feel like, you know, I feel like basically a raisin in the sun. I don't got it. I can no longer snowshoe. We used to do that in the winter time. We would go up to Muskoka and we would go hiking in Algonquin Park with snowshoes. But that's up and down mountains and it's, you know, on snow with snowshoes. You can imagine you got to have your balance for that. So we gave our snowshoes away. I mean, you know, like it's all these little things that slowly disappear. And I don't like it. the one goofy thing that I do, and you know, I'm the sort of guy, I'm typical Canadian, that I'll stand, I'll open the door for people after you and all that stuff. But when I get going, you know, I'm on a mission. I'm going to Walmart, damn it, and I'm going to get that shampoo. And I'll go through the door and the door will shut in my wife's face. It's not my intention to let the door go, but it's just I'm through the door and I'm getting that shampoo now. Sometimes I'll get impatient or irritable out of the blue. It's just poof, it comes over me. I don't mean to be impatient. I don't mean to be irritated. It's just what happens. Finances, with credit, with add to cart or anything like that. It has to do with math. You know, to me, like, I don't really get along with math all that well. And math, it's the devil. I lose my Obviously, I lose my train of thought. I start out knowing what the topic is, and halfway through, I have lost it. It's gone. Well, that was my episode about the stuff that bugs me about dementia. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to see more normal and sane videos in the future. Again, thanks for dropping by, and we'll see you next time.